हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज हम रीडिंग करेंगे चैप्टर 3 अवर चेंजिंग अर्थ। सो स्टार्ट करते हैं। द लिथोस्फीयर इज ब्रोकन इनटू अ नंबर ऑफ प्लेट्स नोन एज द लिथोस्फेरिक प्लेट्स. You will be surprised to know that these plates move around very slowly, just a few millimeters each year. This is because of the movement of the molten magma inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner as shown in the activity. The movement of these plates cause changes on the surface of the earth. The earth movement are divided on the basis of forces which cause them. The force which act in the interior of the earth are called as endogenic force, and the force that work on the surface of the earth are called as exogenic force. Figure 3.1. Endogenic forces sometimes produce sudden movement and at the other times produce show movements. Sudden movements like earthquakes and volcanoes cause mass destructions over the surface of the earth. A volcano is a vent opening in the earth's crust through which molten materials erupt suddenly. Figure 3.2. Similarly, when the lithospheric plates move, the surface of the earth vibrates. The vibrations can travel all around the earth. These vibrations are called earthquakes. Figure 3.3. The place in the crust where the movement starts is called the focus. The place on the surface above the focus is called the epicenter. Vibrations travel outwards from the epicenter as waves. Greatest damage is usually closest to the epicenter, and the strength of the earthquake decrease away from the center. Although earthquakes cannot be eradicated, the impact can certainly be minimized if we are prepared beforehand. Some common earthquake prediction methods adopted locally by people include studying animals' behavior. Fish in the ponds get agitated. Snakes come to the surface. The landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes weathering and erosion. Weathering is the breaking up of the rocks on the earth's surface. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, and ice. The eroded material is carried away or transported by water, wind, etc., and eventually deposited. This process of erosion and deposition create different landforms on the surface of the earth. Work of a river. The running water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river tumbles at a steep angle over very hard rocks or down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. Figure 3.4. As the river enters the plain, it twists and runs, forming large bands known as meanders. Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of the meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer. In due course of time, the meander loop cuts off from the river and forms a cut of lake, also called an oxbow lake. At times, the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floats, it deposits layers of fine soil and other materials called sediments along its banks. This leads to the formation of a flat, fertile flood plain. Flood plain. The raised banks are called leaves. As the river approached the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into a number of streams called distributaries. The river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms in its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouths forms a delta. Work of sea waves. The erosion and deposition of the sea waves gives rise to coastal landforms. Sea waves continuously strike at the rocks, cracks, develops over time. They become larger and wider. Those hollow like caves are formed on the rocks. They are called sea caves. As these cavities become bigger and only the roof of the caves remain, those forming sea arches. Further erosion breaks the roof and the only walls are left. These wall-like features are called stacks. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above sea water is called sea cliff. The sea waves deposit sediments along the shores, forming beaches. Work of ice. Glacier are river of ice which too erode the landscape by bulldozing soil and stones to expose the solid rock below. Glaciers carve out deep hollows there. As the ice melts, they get filled up with water and become beautiful lakes in the mountains. The materials carried by the glacier, such as rocks, big dust and small sand and silt, gets deposited. These deposits form glacial moraines. Work of wind. Have you ever visited a desert? Try to collect some pictures of sand dunes, an active agent of erosion and deposition in the deserts is wind. In deserts, you can see rocks in the shape of mushrooms, commonly called mushrooms rocks. Winds erode the lower section of the rock more than the upper part. Therefore, such rocks have narrower base and wider top. When the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand from one place to another. When it stops blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited in low hill like structures. These are called sand dunes. Figure 3.9. When the grains of sand are very fine and light, the wind can carry it over very long distances. When such sand is deposited in large areas, it is called loess. Large deposits of loess is found in चाइना. सो फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप लोगों को मेरी वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो मेरी वीडियो को लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें. और जो भी आपको डाउट्स या कुछ भी हो तो आप वो हमसे कमेंट्स में ज़रूर पूछिए. सो बाय बाय.